Hi everyone, I'm back with a quick and short video today. Again, the topic is what makes a good user experience, and it's ironical that we're discussing it in 2024. I did not anticipate to do that, but I see a lot of these conversations back and forth on many of these social media in terms of what is UX, what is UI, what is this, what is that. And some of those conversations are not discussing the right aspects. So I thought I will bring back the reference to an old explanation to this given by Nielsen on Group back in 2008, and I think it is obviously still very relevant because that is what the crux of the user experience is, and I would like to kind of reiterate it today. So if you look at the UX as an onion, the at the very core of it, like the innermost layer of the onion, it should be um, it should have willingness to pay or a perceived value from the customer who is using that product. In their minds there should be some willingness to pay, because unless it meets the needs of the business which is actually putting out the product, which is that, right? I mean, they would expect the person to pay something. There is no product, because it will be an academic exercise otherwise. So that is the first and the core fundamental thing, is that from a users or from the customer standpoint, there is a perceived value or a willingness for the customer to pay for this particular product. And the second layer, which is inside the second innermost layer, would be that the product has some kind of utility to the person who is using the product. In other words, it meets their needs in a shape or fashion, because that's again core to user experience. Because you don't build out something. Remember, technology is not what sells a product; it is the usability. Like if you remember Steve Jobs talking about this product having 5 GBs of storage or whatever that at that point in time that he mentioned in terms of the the, the iPod's capacity versus it can hold 1,000 songs. So that has a utility to the person using it and meeting the needs of the user. So that is the second most layer of the usability onion. The third layer would be whether the product is usable. So am I able to use it? So in other words, the product is has utility, but am I able to use it? Is it making it easy for me to use? So that is the third layer, which is looking at it from the inside. If you cut the onion and look at the cross sections, that's what the picture depicts. So that is the third layer, whether it is usable or not. And the fourth layer is the visceral feeling. In terms of looking at the product, I feel some sense of warmth or beautiful aspects of the product stands out to me, and I like using it, right? So that slight intangible feeling in terms of the surface layer in your mind, in terms of the visceral aspects, those things are definitely going to catch the person's eye, and that is critical. And that will be the fourth layer of usability. And the fifth layer is that it's not just the product, it might be like ecosystem of the products that the company puts out. So am I having a good sensation whenever I use that product? In other words, is it uh, staying true to my core beliefs, or is it staying true to my beliefs about the product or the product family? And am I proud to use it, or all those sensations which are slightly one level lower in your mind in terms of connecting to your sense or your purpose or things like that related to the product. That will be the last, or the layer, which is usually the most um what is it most intangible aspect of it, and it is usually the hardest of the aspects, but usually that's what uh, uh, sways somebody's decision, and eventually, which is a combination of all these things, plus the general overall experience that the product family puts out there for me. uh, so so that's what I think makes something a product with good UX. And this is not my thought. Again, as I mentioned, I would credit this to Nielsen Norman Group's 2008 discussion about this. I believe it was in a conference or something. So, again, I'm happy to hear your thoughts about it, and would love your comments on the comment section. So, thank you. Take care.